Now in Niger, we have with us David Otto, Director for Geneva Center for Africa Securities and Strategic Studies. David, thank you so much for being with us. What is the latest that you can tell us on the situation in Niger, and is it actually going to become a wider war of some sort?
Well, literally, ECOWAS has declared war against the military junta in Niger's republic. And of course, but what we know so far is that, it made two decisions, which are quite key and crucial. One, it asked the Chief of Defense Staff, that's the Chief of Securities within all the ECOWAS member states, it asked them to activate the ECOWAS standby force, meaning that, they should prepare for a military intervention, and it asked them to deploy the ECOWAS standby force to restore the constitutional rule. But it doesn't actually give the time frame as to when this intervention will take place.
But of course, one question is whether it just gets restricted to what's happening in West Asia and West Asian countries getting involved. Could there be a broader involvement, perhaps getting in some of the European countries as well, is the other question. I mean, the Wagner group obviously is there, and there's some talk that that could be supporting the junta. Many other European powers also have some soldiers out there. Do you think it could become a broader conflict involving them as well?
We're likely to see a disintegration of ECOWAS into two factions, which could possibly be another proxy war, some kind of a Ukraine playing over, this time around Niger. What we're likely to see, again, as you rightly mentioned, is that possibly Wagner may, join the faction of Niger, including Burkina Faso and Mali. I think simply because the Wagner de facto leader, not sure whether he still heads that group, Yevgeny Prigozhin, he made it very clear that the coup in Niger was a demonstration and an indication of the clamping down of colonialism and Western influence in that region. So he is likely to influence perhaps, the ECOWAS, the Wagner forces that are based in that region to support.
All right, David Otto, thank you so much for joining us. Enough conflict, I think, in the world, but sadly, no signs that it's going to ease in Niger anytime in the near future. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.